out today for a 26 kilo ruck for 1 hour. So yeah, 26 kilos in the backpack, doing 1 hour today. And really, I am feeling pretty worn out lately. Been doing quite a bit of rucking, and I've been doing boxing classes as well, and I've been doing a lot of work on the weekends on my house. And then my youngest kid hasn't been sleeping very well, so when you pile it all on top of each other, plus work, a job and all that stuff, it just leaves you feeling really tired. And when you're feeling really tired and not full of energy, it's hard to find the motivation to keep doing stuff and keep going, even when you can't see the point of it sometimes. And especially with diet as well. Like, I've been tracking my calories for a little while and making sure I'm getting enough protein in. And whoa. And it's good, but there's always that feeling of you could be doing a bit more, and then you start to feel a bit guilty that you're not making progress as fast as you would like. I find anyway. So yeah, just lately I feel like I've been carrying a lot of weight around physically, putting my body under quite a bit of hard work and stress that it's not been used to, doing different things, upping the intensity with boxing, but still trying to be consistent with the rucking, and also carrying the weight around mentally as well, being tired mentally, being a bit exhausted from work stress and kid stress, life stress, all of that sort of stuff. And sometimes when you're feeling that way, you know, just showing up is a win. Just putting the backpack on and getting out and doing it, even if it's not the best, even if you didn't feel the best when you did it, just the fact that you did it, you really have to kind of count that as a win. And it's better than stepping backwards or giving up completely, because it would be so easy to just stop and stay home and chill out and convince yourself that what you really need is a bit of time to watch TV on the sofa, or, you know, just binge on some crap food or something like that. Even if you just don't make too much progress, but you're just kind of holding steady, getting some workouts in, not letting things go completely with your diet, it is a win. And you've got to count those wins, because all of this really is about practicing discipline and becoming mentally tougher. And we're all going to find our limits, and especially if we're trying to test ourselves, we're trying to do more, and we're not as young as we used to be, and we're trying to keep up with how we used to train. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to maintain a habit of rucking and wearing myself out, burning extra calories, carrying the weight around, getting stronger, you know, one step at a time and all that. But also I'm trying to do the things I did when I was younger, boxing. And mentally I'm quite good at pushing myself in the boxing classes, but not even my muscles, just my ligaments, tendons, joints, all of those things are a bit achy and having a bit of pain after the sessions and things. So I'm finding my limits of how fast I can recover and what I can do in training and how fast I can push myself. Like, I'm already gonna have to adapt my style a little bit because I can't be so bouncy on my feet as I used to be. It's hurting my knees, it's wearing my knees out, and I don't want to be doing that to my knees when, you know, the whole point of me doing rucking was that it's something that doesn't impact my knees, my joints, whereas running does. So I'm gonna have to adapt my style a little bit to be on my toes, but less energetic on my toes, a little bit more stable, and maybe learn to fight a different style these days. Yeah, finding these limitations for now that we've got to work through and see if we can strengthen up a little bit and adapt to the sport again. I think whatever you practice, you're going to get better at. So just keep going, really. And even when it feels difficult and it feels like progress is slow or even non-existent, oftentimes you're just not seeing the progress that you're making. It might be invisible. You might be making progress, but you just can't kind of tell right now. But not giving up and showing up is progress in terms of your mental discipline and all that. Because, well, we're not trying to be perfect here. We're just trying to not let go and do what we can. At 36, sometimes I can see why so many people do give up when they are in this phase of life, because you just get busy, like different commitments in your life that you didn't used to have, like being married, having children, pets to look after, all that kind of things are always pulling you in different directions. And then you need to have a job, you need to earn money to keep everything going, and more you end up sacrificing time for the things that you enjoy doing that keep you strong and healthy. It's too easy to sacrifice them for things that keep you busy and make you feel productive, but really they're not things you would have done by choice. You know, you're doing them for money so that you can have all the other things and give your family a nice life. But nowadays I really feel it is important to carve a little bit of time out for yourself to do something like rucking or a fitness class you like, something that is good for you, that you do for you. Rucking fits in well, obviously, because you can do that with your kids and wife. You can go and walk the dog and do it. Like, it's walking with weights in your backpack, and you can do that with someone who's not carrying any weight. So you don't have to, like, you know, go out running for an hour, and you can do it with other people because you're not going so fast, kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, when you are in like those hard days that you don't want to do it, those are the days that count, really. You know, the days when it's easy and you're motivated, they're not really what builds that mental discipline or your body. You know, like, when you're exercising and you're in the phase where it feels easy, you're within your comfort zone, that's not really pushing you either or forcing you to grow. It's only when you're in that uncomfortable space, when you're going a bit harder than normal, carrying a bit more weight than normal, going for a bit longer, that's when it counts. And I think that's the same with like your motivation to get up and train. It only really counts when you don't want to do it, but somehow you find the will to put the backpack on and go out, or book the class and go, or head to the gym and, you know, start picking up the weights. It's those hard days, those times you don't want to do it, that build a strong foundation for you, and the more you do it, the better you'll be at just getting on with it, and the less of a conversation you'll have to have in your head. You almost want to train yourself to ignore that and just know that although you think that, just get out, because once you get out and you get going, you're probably going to feel different. You know, what feels like a struggle today will become resilience in the future. Don't give up, don't quit, keep moving forward. each step is a step in the right direction, and each step you take is proof that you're still in this fight, still in this battle to be strong and fit and the kind of person that you want to be.